Welcome to this video on using SSML markup in the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Text-to-Speech service. The text-to-speech service produces AI-generated high-quality audio narration from provided text, reproducing naturally sounding and accurately pronounced narration. When generating audio, pronunciation of unique product names, acronyms, and commands, unique to specific technical content, may need assistance in order for them to be reproduced accurately in the generated narration. SSML, or Speech Synthesis Markup Language, can be used to assist the service in accurately reproducing narration of the unique words and phrases. In this video, we will look at how to add SSML markup to your text, and work with the markup in text to improve the accuracy for parts of the audio narration. Also note that the audio for this video was produced by the text-to-speech service, using the natural model and without SSML assistance. After logging into Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, we are at the console home page. To get to the text-to-speech service, we open the main menu and select Analytics and AI, then Speech. This brings us to the speech service. We select text-to-speech from the menu on the left. In the service, we have a number of different sections. The input text window is where we input the text to be converted to audio. This is as plain text or with SSML markup added. On the right, we have settings. Here we have natural or standard model type to choose from. Natural produces a more human-like sound and tone. Standard produces standard speech audio. The options below these will change depending on the model you choose. We will take the default of natural. For the language drop-down, I have selected English United States, as I want English audio and a US-sounding speaker for the narration. Only some of the speakers will support SSML tagged text, so as we plan to use SSML, I will choose a speaker supporting this. Note that if there is no SSML button showing, it will be because we have chosen an option that does not support it, typically the selected speaker. In the current service, HD versions of the speaker do not support SSML. As the current speaker selected is Bob HD, the SSML button is not showing. We select Speaker drop-down and change it to the one that I want to use. It's the non-HD version of Bob. Now we see the SSML button is available. We go to the output format and change to PCM so we can have WAV output files. We have selected to use SSML because I'm creating a technical video and the script has names, acronyms, and commands specific to the text. SSML gives us options for controlling how the service produces the audio of the text, so we can reproduce it as naturally as possible. So here's the file with the text I want converted. It's in two sections. The first is the AI prompt we will use to convert the plain text to fully marked up SSML text. Next is the text from the video script that we want converted to narrated audio. Note that the service only accepts text of up to 5,000 characters to be converted. If the script is longer than this, then it will need to be broken into multiple parts, and each part can be saved as an audio file for the video. We copy the prompt and the text. We will use a generative chat interface and a prompt with instructions to add the SSML markup tags to our text. We open up a browser window. I'm using generative chat using ChatGPT. We paste in the prompt and the script text to be converted into audio narration. Send that out and wait for the model to generate the SSML tag text. We then copy this and paste into the input text window of our text-to-speech service. There may be changes needed to the text or tags before we generate the audio, so we could paste it into a text editor first, modify it, and then copy it to the service. It is worth looking through the text and tags to see if there's any changes that might be needed before we generate the audio. With experience, we will learn to look for typical changes that need to be made to improve the audio generated. As there are certain things I already know need to be changed, let's have a look at some. For instance, I know that certain words like etc and certain commands and options will not be pronounced as I want in the generated audio. So for example, /etc needs to be separated with spaces between et and c, and we do this for any instances of this in the text. I also know that login.defs needs to have the full stop or period as a separate word, so I make that change. Same for past WD. Some of the SSML tags are not correct or needed, so it's worth changing or removing any to simplify the text. Here, for the password, one option would be to have the tag, say as, interpret as spell out, inserted instead of verbatim, which would tell the service to spell out the individual characters, as opposed to trying to say it as a single word. But it is still not the best reproduction of it. It is better to simply recreate it in separate characters and words, so we don't need and can remove the front and back tags. In this case, we separate out the characters into individual characters with ... words at the end. I'm also inserting a comma after username so that there's a slight delay before the password is spelled out. Remember, there is a maximum character limit of 5,000 characters. This character limit also includes the SSML tags. You can see this at the bottom of the window, where it will also tell us if we exceed this number of characters to be generated. If our text is longer than this, we need to break it into individual parts and have the audio generated. Then we can stitch together the audio files in our video editing software. We click the Generate button to get the text converted into audio. It will take a few minutes depending on the amount of text you've inserted. When finished, we see a player with a play button below, allowing us to listen to the generated audio. It's important to listen to it to make sure that everything sounds correct and as we expect it to be. If further changes are needed, we can go back into the text and make those changes in order to improve pronunciation or reproduction and remove any issues that may be in the audio. Sometimes we get extended delays between words or a little bit of what sounds like corruption. It's about getting the pronunciation or the narration to sound as natural as possible and correct. We play through it and we listen to the output. Note this sentence here about the use of shadow password.
The use of shadow passwords also provides password aging parameters and allows security policy to be enforced using the /etc/login.defs file.
Here we can hear some sort of extended delay in between some of the words. Regenerating with this text again will produce the same issue each time. We could edit that in our final video software, but we can also improve it here. Later we will see that by reproducing that single part or full sentence as a separate audio generation gives us a clean result. So I'm highlighting the piece of text that I want to use later. I can copy that out into a separate file, and then I can come back in and generate using that single piece of text. That's the nice thing about the service. Even though you come back later to generate some more audio, it will always sound exactly the same. So it's very easy to take little pieces of text with updates, changes, or fixes, and come back in and generate them anytime. Then you can stitch them into your original audio and it will sound the same. So we download our generated audio as a file in the format we set in the options. We click the download button. It opens a window asking me where I want to save the file. We can see in the file name it has a lot of details about settings used, the speaker format, and more. So that's the audio file ready to be imported into our video software. But we still need to fix that issue, so let's go to my text file and copy out that little piece of text that had the problem with the added delay. We now have the service convert just that into audio. We use the standard option this time. Because it's such a small piece of text, there's no need for any SSML markup, so we click the Enable SSML button to turn it off, and with the same settings as the original audio generated, we paste the text and have it generated just as a single sentence. Being such a small piece, it doesn't take long to generate this.
The use of shadow passwords also provides password aging parameters and allows security policy.
And if we are happy with it, click Download to save this small file. We can put it in the same location, but I'll also add to the file name, snip1, to differentiate it from the other file that was already there. Now we can import that little snippet of audio into our video editing software and replace the sentence with this new version of it. And that's the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Text-to-Speech service. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.